Hi everyone, this is Andrea from My World by Andrea, and I'm sitting here this evening with Andrew Gray. He was one of the authors that I previously interviewed at RT in Reno. We had a little bit of a difficulty, so we're re recording the interview again. And how are you doing this evening, Andrew?
Oh, I'm great. How are you?
Not too bad. We're going to go back and we're going to talk a little bit about how Reno was for him, what he was doing there, what happened during his book signing, where he's going to be at, what's new and exciting going on in his life, and then any new books coming out, that sort of thing. And then we're going to ask his going back to his first book that he wrote and any words of wisdoms or encouragement that he might have for the new author that's getting ready to come out. So let's start it off by RT was crazy. We
It was nuts.
we
That was
recovered we
nuts.
recovered from it a little bit. So when you were at RT, you were doing a book signing. What were you doing? What did you bring to RT to sign or to sell?
Well, we had three books there, if I remember. My brain is sort of fried from
No problem.
RT and from the weeks afterwards because I've been on deadline. So I have
Right.
actually been since RT. I've written three quarters of a novel
Oh
since
my
RT
goodness.
ended
Oh my
because
gosh.
I was on a deadline. Yeah, that's about how it works.
Wow.
I had Taming the Beast, and I had um, Heart Unheard at RT.
Okay.
Taming the Beast was sort of a is a modern fairy tale. It's a contemporary book, but it has the Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and then Heart Unheard is the second in the Hearts Entwined series, and one of the main characters in the book is Death.
Oh, okay.
So that's the unheard part. The first one is Heart Unseen. The
Right.
one of the main
Right.
characters is blind. You can get the
Got
picture.
understand. I got it. Right. Okay. And so did you were you busy during the book signing? Did you have a lot of people come?
It was nice. The book signing was great. RT is one of those places that people don't necessarily come to buy books because there are books given away everywhere.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I did really well. I was very pleased with the book signing. What I was more pleased with was just all the people I got to talk with
Right.
because
Possibly
I got
making
to
new fans.
meeting new fans, talking to the people next to me,
Ah.
which was cool. And of course, towards the end, I got to go around and talk to people that I'm fans of.
Oh,
So
okay.
I actually got to do a little fanboying myself.
There you go. There you go. That always makes it worthwhile. And then when with being at the book signing in that, uh, what genre of book do you write?
Well, mine are all gay romance contemporary mostly.
Okay, and then
Okay,
go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to say I write as Dirk Grayson, and those are romantic suspense and paranormal.
Oh, okay.
And I have written as Jeff Lawton, which is young adult.
Oh,
But
okay.
as of right now, Jeff is retired.
Gotcha. I was just going to
He's
ask you, were there other genres that you wrote under, if you had other pen names, but you answered that question. So
yeah.
we found out if you're interested in seeing some of his other works, look up those names and find the books and either purchase them. Can they get them in paperback still, or are they just on Amazon?
Oh, actually, you can if they're a novel, you can get them both in paperback or in ebook,
Oh, in
and
ebook.
they're all available on Amazon.
Okay, all right. And then now that RT is over with, you were making mention that you're getting ready to go on a trip. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Oh, yes. I will be attending the Rare 18 signing in Rome, and that is. See, I leave on the 18th, so I think that's like the 20. I'm trying to do math in my head. I think it's the 23rd. It's the Saturday after that, so I think it's the 23rd.
Okay.
And that will be in Rome at one of the Sheratons in Rome. The weekend after that, I will be in Amsterdam at Euro Pride Con.
Cool.
So Yes, and my husband will be with me for both of those. He's absolutely thrilled.
Well, that's nice. I mean,
Well,
if you're going over there, you might as well take your husband with you, right?
yes, and he's thrilled, but he doesn't know yet that he's my assistant.
Ah, okay. That's okay.
I'm
You
gonna
can put
I'm
him
gonna
to
put
work.
him to
That's
work.
fine.
I'm gonna put him to work.
That's fine. And then when you get back from Amsterdam and Romanet, do you have any other signings you're going to be attending the rest of this year? Maybe the first part of next year?
I will be. There is a signing in New York, Authors in the City, on I think it's the 11th of August.
Okay.
It's at the Marriott down by the Freedom Tower. I will be signing there, and I will be also going. I have a barbecue on Long Island in late in August.
Oh, okay.
Um, so and then of course I will be at Gay Rom Lit, which is in October, and that's in near Norfolk, Virginia.
Okay, and that do you know the dates on that yet, or can they find it on your
If
website?
if you go to Gay Rom Lit,
Okay.
you can find it. It'll be there's a book signing on Saturday as part of Gay Rom Lit that's open to the public.
Oh, okay. All right. And then any new books coming out at the end of the year, first part of next year?
Oh, hon, I have a book a month for the rest of the year.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll start with this month. I have on the 19th, I have The Best Worst Honeymoon Ever coming out on the 19th.
I think we talked about that on the other interview that
Yes,
we did a
yes,
little bit.
that's a Left at the Altar book and then a Friends to Lovers book.
Okay.
My main character, he gets left at the altar, and his friend says, "Well, you've already paid for the honeymoon to Bonaire. You may as well go." And he says, "Well, I'll only go if you come with me."
Okay.
So, and being jilted in the end of the book, being jilted maybe just wasn't so bad.
I understand.
So
Try to get
that's
the book to read it.
they
to
have
get the whole
so they
story.
really do have the best worst honeymoon ever.
Understand. Understand. And then what's coming out next month?
In next month I have Fire and Granite, which is the next book in the Carlisle Deputies series. I live in Carlisle, Pennsylvania, so I love these books because I actually get to set them at home.
Nice. Okay.
I get to write about my hometown.
Nice.
And then that is July. In August, I believe I have Don't Let Go, which is a Western.
Oh.
Yeah, yes, I love when I get to write a Western. I have a country singer and a rodeo bull rider, both of which are famous, both of which ride and or sing under assumed names,
Right.
and neither one knows about when they meet. Neither one knows who the other one is.
Ah. Okay. That ought
So,
to be an interesting
Well,
one.
what I really loved about that is that while they have different lives,
Right.
they also fall in love with the real person as opposed to the public persona, and that's what I got to play with. Is
Okay.
let them fall in love with the people that they really are, and then I got to play with what happens when the public and the fame and everything else intrudes on them.
Right. Which always makes everything a little different.
And of course, there's horses and
Right,
all
all
of that
that
sort of fun stuff.
Fun
and,
stuff. Right.
Yeah. And hot cowboys in really tight jeans. So what could be better than that?
There you go. You got to fulfill all the fantasies then. You know.
So, my dear friend B.A. Tortuga, she's been writing MM for a coon's age, as she
Okay.
calls it.
Okay.
Her brother was a bull rider, so she's always the person I can go to for anything rodeo, anything Western, that sort of thing. She's an expert, and she and I spent, when I visited last year, she and I sort of plotted out this book together. So we had a ball with it. She's amazing and so fun to work with.
Uh-huh. And she makes sure you get all your facts straight.
Oh, she makes sure the facts are straight, but she also makes sure that, but you can have fun with this, but don't forget, when you make your cowboy, you gotta give him a little bit of kick. You gotta give him a little kick ass.
I see. Gotcha.
You got, and sometimes you have to have your other characters open a can of whoop ass on him because that's
There you
what he
go.
needs.
Oh my lord. Yeah, she
Yeah,
sounds like she's a handful. Yeah.
she is amazing. She's a hoot.
Okay. And then where can they find you at on multimedia that they can follow you and find out what books are coming out and all of that information?
Well, I'm on Twitter my handle is Andrew Gray Books. I'm on Facebook as facebook.com/Andrew Gray Books. And you can, of course, find my website, which is www.andrewgraybooks.com.
And
So
that's
you're starting to see the theme.
And that's Grey.
Grey, yes.
Correct. Right. We gotta make
Yes.
sure that's not Gray. It's Grey.
Yes. And you can always email me at andrewgray@comcast.net.
Okay. All right,
Okay.
So hopefully we'll get everybody following you, get some new fans following you, and some more books being bought, which is always a good thing. And
Yeah, and we got a big news in September. We have I have a first book. I have a first coming out in September, which is amazing. It's called All for You,
okay.
and it's my first book, which will go direct to mass market.
Oh, impressive.
Yeah, so this is going to be big. Yeah, I've got my first book. It won't be the trade paperback anymore. That book is going to go. The paperback will be mass market.
Cool. And do you know where it's going to be mass marketed to yet, or do you?
I don't know yet, but they're working on it.
Good. Well, then if you got to go to his Facebook
Keeping
page,
my fingers crossed.
you got to go. Make sure you become friends with him, and you can get all the latest information about his book coming out and where it's going to be able to be bought at and found. And I mean, that's great. That's wonderful news. I don't think you had that news when we were at RT, did you?
Nope.
Nope.
It's new.
Oh my God! I just got a, earth-shattering news here. First, I'm gonna have to put this out there like now. We have groundbreaking news here.
Yep. And that's also a Western feel book, so it's got a real Western feel to it. I don't know. A year ago, I was going through a Western phase. I wanted something different.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted something with a different feel, and the Western just called to me.
Gotcha. Well, you have to write what you have to write.
Yeah. Well, and I've written now about 120 plus novels. So and one of the things I love about writing that many books is that no two are the same. I get to do all kinds of different things.
Okay.
I have many series. I have Western series. I have farms. I have series set in rural settings. I've got stories set in cities. I've got policemen. I've got firemen.
Right.
I've got it all.
Good. Well, that's good, and I'm congratulations on the news. I know that you're really excited about it, and hope great things happen with it. And the future is unlimited to where you could possibly go with all that. That's great. And then, like I said, I had asked Andrew the question to think back when he wrote his first book, and whether it was a positive or negative time for him. But I wanted to know if he could talk a little bit about what words of encouragement or information he could give the new writer just writing a book or just release the first book and coming into this crazy world of publication. And I know he probably has some things he wants to say. Go ahead.
Well, what's important for writing your first book is write what you love, write from your heart. We're writing romance, after all. So we're writing about love. So you have to write what's in your heart. Not what you think is going to sell, not what you think is going to be the flavor of the minute, but write what you feel. That feeling will come through to your reader. Okay? The greatest book, the latest book, the greatest book, whatever is the flavor of the month, if you will, didn't start out as the flavor of the month.
Right.
It started out as the book of someone's heart.
Right.
And then it grew from there. So that's where you always have to start. Because then if it's a grand commercial success, or if it's a much smaller, more intimate success, it will be a success for you because you will have put a piece of yourself out there for others to enjoy.
Right. I can't see anything wrong with that. I mean, you know, being that you've been there and done it, and a lot of the other authors that I have spoken to as well always are saying basically the same thing you said. Write from your heart, write what you believe is right and not what you think will sell. Because if you don't write what's true to you, it's not going to be a good work from you. So,
Nope.
okay. I know that Andrew's probably busy since he's getting ready to go to Rome. And I appreciate him taking the time so we could redo this interview. And because I wanted to make sure I got him up on my YouTube channel. And I thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule. And as always, it was a pleasure talking with you again. And I guess we will call it a night. This is Andrea from My World by Andrea signing off. I'll talk to you
Good
later.
night.
Bye-bye.